myths from around the world describe ladders, trees, or mountains connecting earth to heaven. In China, the heaven ladder appears in stories of mountains touching the sky. Similar motifs exist in Native American, Indian, and Greek mythology. These tales may be more than symbolic. They could be memories of a time when a celestial body, possibly the moon, loomed so close that it seemed to touch the earth. Such stories invite us to reconsider the literal truth hidden in ancient myths. Modern astronomy assumes the moon has always orbited Earth, but ancient myths suggest otherwise. The moon is rarely mentioned in the earliest Chinese legends, even in stories about the creation of the world. Only later do references to the moon appear, often linked to cataclysmic events. This absence raises questions. Was the moon a late arrival, captured by Earth after a cosmic collision? If so, what impact did this have on human civilization and myth? Scientists are puzzled by the moon's origins. Its far side is heavily cratered, while the near side is smooth. The moon's orbit is nearly circular, and it appears the same size as the sun from Earth, enabling perfect eclipses. Traditional theories, capture, cogenesis, or fission, fail to explain these anomalies. Some suggest the moon's arrival was guided or even artificial, echoing ancient myths of cosmic intervention. The moon's mysteries remain unsolved, challenging both science and legend. Modern astronomy tells us the universe is teeming with planets, yet we have found no definitive evidence of extraterrestrial life. This contradiction is known as the Fermi paradox. If intelligent life is common, where is everybody? Some scientists propose the rare Earth hypothesis, suggesting that Earth's conditions are uniquely suited for life. Others argue that life may exist in forms we cannot imagine, or that we simply lack the means to detect it. The search for cosmic company continues. Ancient texts from around the world speak of gods descending from the sky in fiery chariots, teaching humanity the secrets of civilization. The Sumerian Enuma Elish, Indian Mahabharata, Egyptian pyramid texts, and even the Bible contain stories of flying machines and cosmic visitors. In the 20th century, Erich von Däniken argued that ancient structures like the pyramids and Nazca lines could not have been built with known technology. Are these myths or memories of real encounters with beings from beyond Earth? Since 1947, thousands of credible witnesses, military pilots, radar operators, astronauts, have reported unidentified flying objects performing maneuvers beyond known technology. The 2004 Tic Tac UFO incident, filmed by U.S. Navy pilots, showed an object accelerating and turning at impossible speeds. In 2021, the Pentagon admitted it could not explain these phenomena. Even skeptics like astronomer J. Allen Hynek became convinced. The evidence suggests we are not alone. Some scientists believe life did not originate on Earth at all. The panspermia hypothesis suggests that life's building blocks, amino acids, arrived on comets and meteorites. The Murchison meteorite contained over 70 amino acids, some unknown on Earth. Mars meteorite ALH 84001 shows possible microfossils. Nobel laureate Francis Crick even proposed that life was deliberately seeded here by an advanced civilization. If true, we are not children of Earth, but cosmic transplants. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence, SETI, has scanned the skies for radio signals since 1960, but has found only silence. Yet, we have barely scratched the surface, searching just a tiny fraction of the galaxy. Aliens may use communication methods we cannot detect, like quantum entanglement or neutrinos. The famous "wow" signal remains unexplained. The universe may not be silent. Perhaps we are simply not listening in the right way. Charles Darwin's theory of evolution explains gradual change through random mutation and natural selection. However, the fossil record shows long periods of stasis interrupted by sudden leaps, like the Cambrian explosion, when all major animal groups appeared in a short span. The sudden emergence of Homo sapiens, with no clear transitional fossils, remains a puzzle. Why do we see these abrupt changes, and what do they mean for our understanding of human origins? About 35,000 years ago, Cro-Magnon man appeared in Europe with a brain 10% larger than ours, sophisticated art, musical instruments, and even lunar calendars. In just 5,000 generations, humanity leaped from crude Neanderthals to creators of beauty and science. Evolution alone struggles to explain such a rapid transformation. Was there an external influence, or did something trigger a sudden leap in human potential? Genetic studies show that all humans today descend from a single African female mitochondrial Eve and a single male, separated by over 100,000 years. This suggests a near-extinction event, where only a few thousand individuals survived. What catastrophe reset humanity's genetic clock? Was it a natural disaster, a cosmic event, or something else entirely? Sumerian myths describe the Anunnaki beings who came from the heavens and created humans by mixing clay with the blood of a god. Some researchers, like Sacharia Sitchin, interpret these stories as evidence of genetic engineering. Modern genetics reveals oddities. Human chromosome 2 is a fusion of 2 ape chromosomes, and 223 human genes have no known predecessors. Are these the fingerprints of ancient bioengineers? Archaeologists have found aluminum gears in China dated to 300,000 years ago, metallic spheres with perfect grooves in South Africa from 2.8 billion years ago, and human footprints alongside dinosaur tracks in Texas. These discoveries are often dismissed or suppressed because they contradict established timelines. What if our history is far older and more complex than we realize? Both the Bible and Chinese texts describe humanity's creation as a combination of clay and divine breath. In Genesis, God forms man from dust and breathes life into him. In the Huinanzi, Nuwa molds yellow earth and gives it life. These metaphors suggest a common theme: inert matter animated by a higher force. Are these stories symbolic, or do they hint at a deeper truth about our origins? Sumerian myths tell of Enki and Ninhursag conducting experiments in the House of Life, creating multiple prototypes of humans before achieving success. Some could not reproduce, others could not speak. The final version, Adapa, became the first modern human. This process resembles genetic engineering with trial and error, and even CRISPR-like editing. Are these ancient stories allegories, or do they record real experiments by advanced beings? Genesis contains 2 different creation accounts, one where humans are created after plants and animals, and another where Adam is created first, with Eve from his rib. Some interpret this as evidence of 2 separate events: the mass creation of a worker race and the special creation of an elite hybrid. These contradictions may reflect deeper truths about humanity's origins, hidden in plain sight within ancient texts. The story of the tree of knowledge in Genesis may be more than a metaphor. Some suggest it represents DNA activation or the awakening of consciousness. The serpent, often associated with Enki, is a symbol of intertwined DNA. Eating the fruit brings knowledge and the wrath of the gods. Are these ancient stories encoding secrets about human evolution and the quest for immortality? Modern neuroscience reveals that humans have 3 brains in one: the reptilian brain, survival; the mammalian brain, emotion; and the neocortex, reason. These systems often conflict, shaping our behavior and history. Ancient Chinese beliefs mirror this, with the concepts of Hun, ethereal soul, and Po, corporeal soul. Death is seen as the separation of these two systems. Our inner struggles reflect a battle between fear and wisdom, instinct and consciousness. The pineal gland, called the third eye, is a tiny organ in the brain that produces DMT, the so-called spirit molecule. In reptiles, it is a literal eye. In humans, it is linked to mystical experiences and altered states of consciousness. Ancient Egyptians depicted it as the Eye of Horus, and Tibetan texts describe it as the gateway to other dimensions. Is the pineal gland the seat of the soul, as Descartes believed? Human history is shaped by the eternal battle between our reptilian instincts and higher reasoning. Disorders like schizophrenia, PTSD, and addiction can be seen as the reptilian brain hijacking the neocortex. Practices like meditation, art, and love help the neocortex tame the reptile. This inner war is mirrored in myths, religions, and the stories we tell about ourselves. Chinese myth tells of a time when the four pillars broke and heaven and earth tilted. Velikovsky's Worlds in Collision suggests a comet, later Venus, passed close to Earth, causing global floods, pole shifts, and darkness. These stories may preserve memories of real cosmic disasters that reshaped the planet and human civilization. Some theories propose that around 12,000 years ago, a rogue planet entered the solar system, and Earth captured its moon. This event may have caused massive floods, fractured continents, and tilted Earth's axis, ending the Ice Age. The memory of this cataclysm survives in myths of the separation of heaven and earth and the sudden appearance of the moon. From China's Heaven Ladder to the Mayan World Tree and Greek Titan Atlas, myths worldwide describe a time when earth and heaven were connected. These stories may reflect memories of a celestial body looming close to earth, or a lost era when the boundaries between worlds were thin. The universality of these myths suggests a shared human experience of cosmic upheaval. After the cosmic collision, Heaven, the rogue planet, was flung into a distant orbit, leaving its moon as Earth's satellite. Humanity, nearly wiped out, remembered the event as the separation of heaven and earth. These stories, passed down through generations, encode the trauma and survival of our ancestors in the face of unimaginable disaster. Flood myths are found in over 500 cultures worldwide, from Noah in the Bible to Utnapishtim in Gilgamesh, Manu in India, and Gunyu in China. All tell of a chosen survivor, an ark, and the salvation of animals. These stories may preserve the memory of a real global catastrophe that nearly ended humanity.